All right, I had to run and turn on another overhead light real quickly. I didn't realize one of the lights we normally have on for breaks wasn't on, so I had to get that ready. So welcome everybody. We have 4 breaks that we're working on tonight. They are 2016 Black Gold 1-box break, a 2017 Origins 1-box break. Then we will open 3 boxes of Contenders first off the line. That ought to be a lot of fun. And then the last 3 boxes of Prism basketball. So that is the order that we're going to go in tonight. And you'll see there, of course, on the screen when I expect that your stuff will ship. It also talks about what happens if you do not pull a card, which there will be teams in Origins and Black Gold that don't pull cards just because there aren't 32 cards in those boxes. And so just, more information in the listing on that topic as well. Here's a quick little look at the things we have coming up in the days ahead. I do already have some stuff listed for Sunday the 28th, but I apparently forgot to add it to this spreadsheet. So, hey, well, we'll look at that tomorrow. But anyway, we will be opening some Chronicles basketball. It comes out tomorrow. We'll be opening that tomorrow night along with some other fun stuff, and you can look at the rest of the week there. Whoops, that is my fault. I hit the wrong button. And then let's take a look at our first break for tonight. And I see that I left our spreadsheet at the bottom. I don't know why. This brings us to 1 box of 2016 Black Gold football. This is break number 24, which is the 24th time that we have opened it. And Technologist 55, what are you asking me about Prisms? We are opening Prism tonight. It was on that last spreadsheet, of course. It's not our first break, as I mentioned and showed there a second ago. Let's get back to that. Black Gold is first, Origins is second, Contenders is third, and Prism is fourth. So again, that is the order that we're going in tonight. Hi Daniel, how are you? So back to this, 1 box of 2016 Panini Black Gold football. This is break number 24. It ended tonight the 23rd. It also live streaming tonight the 23rd. Teams are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right hand side. And this will go up before every break. So obviously, if you're in one of the other breaks, the spreadsheet for your break will go up right before we cut into the box. You're going to notice here that the background will go out of focus. That is by design. I take off the autofocus and kind of manually set the focus so that we can look at cards up a little more closely than you sometimes can with the autofocus. And it also, we don't have to worry about all those zooming in and out. Well, Technologist, the time of the break, of course, is 10 o'clock. That's the time that we started. And if you'll notice in the listing on eBay, it does clearly indicate that I open more than 1 product per night. And I'm sorry to hear that you are unhappy about the fact that your break is not first. But that is the way we do things here. And I would say that Black Gold and Origins both are very quick breaks. Obviously, Contenders will take a little bit longer. So I would say Technologist that you probably have somewhere like 45 minutes if you want to wander off and do something else in the interim. I would say that you have at least that much time. So first out, we have Kevin Green to 100. And once again, the lighting is just so odd. Every time we look at these particular cards, it seems like we have difficulty seeing them. They just don't want to show up well on camera for some reason. But anyway, all of our cards are numbered in Black Gold football, including the base. Next up to 225, Corey Coleman for the Cleveland Browns. Then we have a little Golden Arms, Big Ben. Big Ben Roethlisberger, former Pittsburgh Steelers. Drew Brees to 50 for the Saints. Will Fuller coming out for the Texans. Little quad memorabilia there, numbered to 199. You've got one piece of the football and 3 pieces of fabric, and trying to just get that at an angle where it doesn't have such odd lighting issues. This is to 199. Von Miller for the Broncos. Got a little piece of fabric on that one. A redemption that we're going to set aside and we will come back to. And then Blake Bortles for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who surprisingly, you know, we might actually want his cards now, right? This is to 199 with a little materials hit there. I mean, I know they still lost, okay? But I have to say, he played better this year, I think, than anybody thought he was going to. That's all I'm saying. Ricardo Lewis to 50. Nice metallic marks there for the Cleveland Browns. Really nice set of patches for Devontae Booker. That is numbered to 99, even though I did have it upside down. Yeah, you can see it a little better that way. So nice little Devontae Booker coming out for the Broncos. And our redemption. Oh, boy. Somebody just hit the mother lode. Indeed. I mean, I know the other card's called the mother lode, but how about little Zeke? Rookie action here for the Cowboys. We're going to go to the checklist, guys. We, of course, know that that is going to be a Cowboy. But let's go take a look and see if that is going to, by chance, be a numbered card. Because it should tell us. And I know that says random.org right now. Just give me a hot second, though, and I will get us to the right page where we can take a look at the checklist for this one. Alrighty. That we've had pretty good luck lately pulling some Zeke stuff out of here. I've been pretty pleased as a whole. I'm sure whoever has Cowboys is pretty pleased as well right now. This is Sizable Signatures Rookie Jersey is the card set. Make sure I had you on the same page I was on. Every once in a while I forget to change it off. And why am I not seeing it? Oh, because I didn't put in black gold. Holy Moses. See, I get all excited about the card, and then I forget what I'm looking up, and that's what happens. Sizable Signatures Rookie Jersey, and he is going to be card number 100 in here. Mr. Zeke is numbered to 225 in this case. But you know what? I think any Zeke rookie is a good Zeke rookie, no matter what it might be numbered to. So let's recap our 2016 black gold. So here is our Ezekiel Elliott Sizable Signatures rookie jersey. Did I look at the wrong? Did we look at Sizable Signatures or did I look at the wrong? Let's just double check that real quick. Let's flip back over there one more second. Does that say Sizable? Yeah, it does. Okay. I just want to make sure. Because I saw somebody said in chat that they thought it might be numbered to 199. So I thought, well, gosh, maybe I pulled up the wrong thing. So I want to double check it really quickly. And then, of course, the nice Devontae Booker for the Broncos. Ricardo Lewis, that's such a pretty card for the Browns. Of course, that's why I like black gold. It's just such a nice design. Blake Bortles for the Jags. Then Von Miller for the Broncos. And Will Fuller for the Texans. So that has black gold all wrapped up, which will next bring us into a little Panini Origins football. We'll pop back over here to our handy little spreadsheet for that. And I will put up the order again as well, because I do know people pop in and out. So once again, we'll take a quick look at this. And, you know, you'll see here that obviously our breaks with free shipping have a different schedule than our breaks with paid shipping. As always, if I can get some of it out earlier, I often will, but it's kind of what we're looking at. And it also talks about what happens if you don't get a hit and what consolation cards and all that stuff. And it's also in the listing description, so please review that as we go along. This brings us to our one box of 2017 Panini Origins Football. This is break number 13. Our team names are on the left and winning bidders across from it on the right. Of course, this also ended tonight on eBay. We'll roll down through there. Everybody can refresh their memory. Put it out in the universe who you're looking for, and hopefully we're going to pull you something nice tonight out of Origins. Well, if I do that every single time I try to open it from the wrong end of the box. I even opened this by the case earlier in the year, and I always still try to open it from the wrong end of the box. I have some kind of a mental block about getting Origins out of there. It's a Blake Bortles kind of night, because here he is again for the Jags. This is just bothering me. I'm going to try to... Does that give us more light, less light? Why do we have such weird lighting tonight? I don't know. It seems very dark to me. Doesn't it seem dark to you? I'm going to try something. Just hold tight with me here for a second. I'm going to adjust this and see if that makes any difference. It's maybe bothering me more than it's bothering you, but it was bothering me. So, Joey Bosa for the Chargers. A little Kelvin Benjamin to 299 for the Panthers, which I need to get a pack of sleeves going here. I see a Patriot coming up next. Julian Edelman. I don't think... are we ever going to have a Super Bowl again where we don't have the Patriots in it? I just kind of would like to know. That's numbered to 150. Next out are Darius Stewart for the Jets. That is to 99. Now I need thick sleeves. Andy, you got the Big Ben out of black gold. You are a man after my own heart. You all know how I love my black and gold, my Pittsburgh Steelers. Carlos Henderson for the Broncos, who lately just seems like we've been pulling him right and left out of everything. And they're pretty much always on card autos, so I think Carlos has a lot of time on his hands. He's signing a lot of cards. Saints are about to be quite happy, because look what we found for you. A nice little Alvin Kamara to 99. Tricolor patch there, sticker auto. Very pretty little rookie hit for the Saints. Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, I know about the Patriots. Of course, obviously, it's a historic campaign that they've, this whole practically decade. But you got to understand, when I'm a Steelers fan, there's going to be some division rivalry there. But just on top of that, I think in general, and we're all a little guilty of this in my opinion, that when one team wins a whole lot of stuff, unless you are a fan of that specific team, you kind of always, after a few years, you want them to not do as well, right? I mean, think like Duke in basketball, my team, UK in basketball. There's lots of instances like that where, unless you are a fan of that team, you kind of start thinking, hey, wait, what? I'm ready for my team to win. So I think that's kind of just human nature to a certain extent. Once again, putting that up just so you can see the shipping schedule if someone jumped in late and people coming in and out. This brings us to 3 boxes of Panini 2017 first off the line Contenders football. So you guys know I'm jazzed for this one. And what we're going to find in there that makes it special, the first off the line stuff, is we will find a red hollow foil RPS. And then we should find a red hollow foil red zone insert in each of our first off the line boxes. And those are either the RPS, red foil RPS. It's either SP or SSP, and for the life of me, I cannot keep it straight in my head which one it is. At any rate, they're very limited. I want to say it's SSP, which is 100 or fewer. But Panini's been kind of stingy with their lists for contenders in that. I'll show you all the little first off the line stickers so you know we're good to go. They keep putting them out every few days. So, oh, here's 5 short prints and 5 super short prints. And then a few days later, oh, here's 5 more. Just tell us what they are already. Product's been out for weeks. So that's part of the reason I have a hard time keeping it straight in my head, because Panini kind of issuing it in little dribs and drabs instead of just coming out with it. But, you know, what are you going to do? Somebody, Scuba Steve. I had a, Scuba Steve, I'm laughing at your username because I had a friend who dated someone that we called Scuba Steve. So it's been many years ago, but just seeing the name on there, it just, of course, brings back a lot of memories and a lot of interesting, fun things. So I got a little chuckle out of that. That's all. All right, Daniel Kelly is still after his Shaquille Griffin. He wants a Shaquille Griffin cracked ice, and it's the last one he needs for Seattle. All right, well, it's out there, brother. I'm going to see if I can find it for you. Scuba Steve says maybe it's me. Are you in Kentucky, Scuba Steve? Oh, Skip Stuff, you got that silver ticket, Cam Newton? Oh, that was so nice. I'm so excited that we pulled that for you. And then, of course, when I went to the checklist at the very end and saw that it was numbered to only 2 and only 20 players had it, I didn't realize there were so few of them. I mean, obviously, I knew it was a rare hit, but there are only 40 silver tickets in total. So, felt pretty good that we managed to snag one of those. And Scuba Steve needs mix and cracked ice. Oh, you're in Cincinnati, so you're not too far down the road. Well, if you spend any time dating anyone in the Lexington, Kentucky area, actually specifically she was in Georgetown. Well, she was living in Lexington, working in Georgetown. But anyway, as I said, it just brings back memories and makes me laugh. So I like seeing the name. Yeah, I know there's not very many of Shaquille Griffin. You're right about that. And of course, when we pulled that 1-of-1 Shaquille Griffin back a few breaks in the past, I did not know at that point in time, why is this so weird tonight with the lighting? I didn't know at that point that he was a short print because Panini hadn't yet told us that he was. I don't know if that's any better. And I don't know why it's like washing out. You know what I mean? You guys can see it, obviously. If I can see it, you can see it. Does not normally do that, and I don't know why it is tonight. But anyway. Round numbers. We're going to find quite a few of these. You see that there are 2 different teams on the card. And as a result, that is going to go to random at the end of the break. And what will happen is I will put in left and right, basically, and whether it random gives us the left side of the card, then whatever team is on the left side will get them as we go down through them. If they are on, if it comes up right, obviously the opposite. Lots of inserts, Panini Kid Reporter, as well as the 18% off at the NFL shop. If you want one of those codes, feel free to either freeze frame it and go ahead and write it down, or you can let me know and I'll type out one and send it to you. 150 Panini Rewards points. That will be given out by way of random at the end of the break. Those pop up periodically, and when they do, they take away one of our hits, which makes me sad. But, you know, we do find them, unfortunately. This is going to be numbered. We've got a little Rookie of the Year to 199, or Rookie of the Year contender, I should say, Jabril Peppers for the Cleveland Browns. And you guys have noticed, of course, as we look through things, the stuff we've already looked through, I kind of put in a pile, and then I pick it up and I move it off and set it off to the right. There's also a mat over there. There's actually a couple mats over there. That's the area that I use for sorting. So not to worry when you see your cards move. They're still staying nice and safe, and this way they're out of the line of fire and we don't have to worry about anything happening to them in our work area. I agree with you guys. I don't like the points. You know that. You've heard me do the rants before, probably. Whoops, I meant to put that with the inserts. About points. I don't like it when we get them either. But when we do get them, I prefer that they be more than 150 points. Tennessee Titans will get that Oilers card. I would say most of you know this, but in case someone doesn't, cards always stay with their franchises if a franchise relocates and or gets a new name. And in that case, of course, the Oilers became the Tennessee Oilers, then became the current Tennessee Titans. Here comes our first real hit, because we don't count that rewards point card. It is for the Detroit Lions, numbered to 99, little playoff ticket for Agnew. Sticker auto on that one. So finally, we have something pretty to look at. Something nice to look at. Yeah, someone told me or suggested to me back a couple weeks ago that I should sell spots in case breaks for the Panini rewards points because people like to buy them. But most of the time, I'd rather just give them out to you guys because, I mean, it does replace a hit. So I just think at least it gives you a chance. If you get skunked on signatures, maybe you get a chance with the points. This is to 199 draft class insert on card auto Marlon Mack, who seems to come out of contenders an unusual amount of the time. It's like you pull Marlon Mack on card autos out of contenders out of like every box. It's not really out of every box, but kind of feels like it is sometimes. So I don't know. Guess if you have the Colts, you're happy. That's what matters. Oh, skip stuff, that's you. The Colts is you. Well, then you're happy then, because you got a good on-card auto to get things rolling for your team with this tonight. Rookie of the Year, Jabril Peppers. Well, I keep leaving off the contenders, but you guys know it's a Rookie of the Year contender. Stacey Coley, Minnesota Vikings to 99 playoff ticket, and that is also a sticker auto. Where's our red foil? Where's our other red foil? We should have seen two red foil. Oh, well, it's for my Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you would have rather had Juju, right? I'm sure that you would have, but Steelers, come on. You got James Conner on card auto with a nice little red foil, first off the line parallel. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And did we go past, we must have gone past our red zone insert, and did I somehow miss it? Because we're supposed to have a red zone insert in here that's red hollow foil, but I don't remember seeing it. Because did you guys see it? And I just somehow overlooked it? I'm just going to look through all these again because we should have had another red foil insert. Besides, obviously, the signature. The other one's not supposed to be a signature, but we should still have it. According to the information that Panini provides, that's what's supposed to be in here. So I'm just shuffling through, as you see, all of these again, looking for the red foil because I didn't catch it. Well, come on now. No, I don't. What in the heck? Okay, well, that's odd. Got one more little stack to look right here, but there it is. It did go by and I didn't catch it earlier because they had said it was a red zone insert. So I was looking for an entirely different insert than what we actually have. So this is our other red foil that is part of our first off the line, and it's Des Bryant for the Cowboys. So that answers that question. I'm glad I went back through there. On to box number 2. Oh, you guys are calling my Steelers cards ugly. That's all right. That's all right. I can take it. I dish it out sometimes about other teams, so I definitely have to be able to take it about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Skip Stuff is looking for a Deshaun Kaiser Red Zone or Super Bowl. Well, the Red Zone might be easier to hit than the Super Bowl, but yeah, all right. It's out there in the universe. We're going to try to find it, along with the Shaquill Griffin that I know Daniel is looking for. Stu to Steve, you are asking me for the number. That wasn't numbered. They don't have a number technically on them. We just have to refer to those lists that Panini keeps releasing of what is the short print and the super short print. I want to say that the non-signature ones are considered short print, which are 250 copies or less, and that the signature, I think, are the SSPs, which means 100 copies or less. But if you look on, you guys know Panini has that blog called the Knights of the Round Table, Camelot. It's called Knights Lance. And if you look on their blog, they have 3 different entries that have each one of the times they post an entry, they add a few and tell us whether they're short or whether they're SP or SSP. And I think it is maybe the very first one of those entries talks about these red foils. So that is the deal with that. Yeah, I agree with you, Skip Stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the points either, especially because, well, they make you even pay for shipping even after you redeem them, which I just think is terrible. But anyway, that's how they do it. So, yeah, I know you can't get much for 150, but frankly, they've been in so many things recently that just trying to find a way where this lighting is better, because this is just weird tonight. I guess they've had so many points going out lately that if nothing else, you can save them up and have enough to get something a little better. Brad Kaya for the Panthers. He is another one we find in contenders quite a bit. That is a sticker auto, rookie ticket, not numbered. And, of course, you can see that he's in his Lions uniform, but it says on there that he was traded in this little bitty letters there. And, of course, the main thing that we go by is the team logo on there, which in that case, Carolina Panthers. They've traded poor Brad Kaya back and forth all over the place anyway. So this is 225 around numbers with Corey Davis and Mike Williams. Another Rookie of the Year contender there. So, yeah, I guess really when it's all said and done, we didn't get any of our high-profile rookies to the Super Bowl. We had a bunch right there towards the end that had a shot to get in there, but at the end of the day, nobody managed to make it happen. And if you guys see that red foil go by again and I miss it, please somebody tell me. I'm trying to do better in looking for it this time around, but if I miss it, somebody, jump in chat and let me know that it's there, if you would. There's a Rookie of the Year contender that is numbered to 49. It's a sticker auto for the Jets with Jamal Adams. Oh, they have a Watson up for points, but it's 15,000 points. My goodness. That's a little aggressive. I picked up, I had some points that have been sitting around for, oh gosh, over a year. I hadn't even bothered to put them in my account. And they had Josh Dobbs up there, an optic Josh Dobbs signature, just the basic one, like the bronze one or whatever, or copper, or whatever they call it. I never get the colors. I never call the colors same thing they do. And it was 600 points. And I had probably twice that, so I got it. Alan Hearns is our red foil parallel in this one. The non-signed one. Obviously, we should still find a red foil with a signature, but Jaguars and Alan Hearns take home our first off the line red hollow foil out of this box. Tom Brady. Scuba Steve says Tom Brady is a born-again rookie. And if you guys can't see chat, I think you have to be logged into YouTube to see and participate in chat. So if you're watching live and you hear me going back and forth talking to people, but you can't see it, I think that's the deal. If you log in, you can jump in there, and then you can debate with Scuba Steve as to whether or not you think Tom Brady is a born-again rookie. I know we have a redemption there, guys. I'm holding you in suspense and laying it aside until the end when we'll flip it over and see what we have, or who we have, more to the point. They have a Doug Flutie for 600 points. A Doug Flutie from what series? From Contenders? From what? I don't know. I just figured I wanted Josh Dobbs because he's a Steeler and I didn't have him yet. So I thought, that'd be fine for 600 points. And whatever they charged me for shipping, like $2.99 or some such for shipping. Oh, is this going to be our red hollow? Because it would be nice if it is for the Rams with Cooper Kupp. Oh, it is. Nice hit for the Rams. Little on-card auto. Red hollow Cooper Kupp. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now we'll flip over our redemption. See who we have here. Adoree Jackson, rookie ticket variation. Okay, so you'll get the horizontal rookie ticket there. Adoree Jackson will be for the Titans, but of course, like our other redemptions, we will wander over to the checklist and verify that before we wrap up Contenders. It's our third box of first off the line. Oh, an old Doug Flutie. Okay. Yeah, were you on the other night, Blazin', when we pulled... It was a Game Day Greats Doug Flutie jersey, but it was his collegiate jersey. And so, of course, I think we all, when we think of Doug Flutie, you just kind of think of him as being with the Bills. But when I pulled him up on NFL.com, because obviously we had to look at years of service and all that happy stuff, he actually was with the Patriots longer than the Bills. And then, who was the other team? There were two teams he was with longer than the Bills. Patriots was one at like 5 years, and I think the other team was 5 years as well. Because we ended up having to do random between the two since it was a collegiate jersey and not a pro jersey. But I was surprised because I always just think of him as being a Buffalo Bill. I never even think of him being on any other team. Chargers. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Scott. That's exactly right. Oh, you were comparing to the Josh Dobbs. Yeah, you know what? For the points, I was happy enough with Josh Dobbs because the 600 points that I had, it was all on one card. And it actually came out of a box of stuff I had opened myself back, oh, man, maybe even 2 years ago. Like, I've had that thing forever. And I was opening some 2015-16 hoops, as a matter of fact, is what it came out of. Because I was searching for Karl Anthony Towns, and I opened a bunch of boxes of 2015-16 hoops trying to find him. And it was a 600-point card that came out of there. Plays and Breaks says he did not, he didn't know that Doug Flutie ever played for the Patriots, so now he doesn't like him anymore. That's awful. That's awful. Now, who was telling me earlier not to hate on the Patriots, and now you come out and say that? No. Hey, I'm not hating on the Patriots. I just, you know, it's nice to see a little variety. That's all I'm saying. A few other people winning here and there. This is Keelan Cole rookie ticket sticker auto for the Jags. So Jags have had a couple of hits along the way here. But you know, that's unusual for me to remember if we have more than one hit for the same team. I don't retain the hits half the time. Like right now, I probably couldn't even tell you who all we pulled out of Black Gold, except I remember, of course, the Ezekiel Elliott. But outside of that, I look at so many cards, though, between sorting and shipping and whatever. And I did make a little progress today. I know, guys, that I'm still about a day off of my normal schedule. And I am sorry about that, between the Windows update killing my desktop, which was a horrible nightmare for several days and still isn't entirely resolved. And then my aunt being in that car accident yesterday, it's got me all off schedule. They did let her go today, though. I had to go to the hospital and get her checked out and everything. Because, of course, she had no car. They medevaced her here. So she didn't have any vehicle, any way to get home. Ahkello Witherspoon for the 49ers. Sticker auto rookie ticket. Plays and Breaks says, can I do some breaks during the Super Bowl so you have something to watch? You're not even going to watch the Super Bowl for the commercials? I mean, usually the commercials are worth watching even if you don't like the teams that are playing. Buffalo Bills, Jordan Matthews season ticket, and that is our red hollow foil short print out of our first off the line box. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Super Bowl is still going to be fun to watch this year. And, of course, being a Steelers fan, and now that the Vikings are out of it, I'll probably root for the Eagles. The reason I was rooting for the Vikings, one of my very good friends, her cousin, plays on the Vikings team. So, rookie ticket for the Bills, Malachi Dupree. That's a sticker auto. That's the variation, of course, with the horizontal orientation. And once again, that's he's in his Packers uniform, but with the little notation that he was traded. And, of course, the Bills team info on the card ultimately decides where that's going to go. And Daniel says Seattle is not having good luck today. Well, we'll see if we can change that around. We've still got a little bit to go here. We may still pull you something out, Daniel. I'm trying, doing my best to find you something good in here. Well, that was super weird, but I think we are back up and running. And can you guys hear me, hopefully? I'm waiting a second in case you may have to switch over to a new stream. I've been typing stuff into chat. Hopefully you guys can see that I just had to start a new stream. Let me go. I'm going to take myself back to the dashboard like brand new here and make sure that it has come back up. I mean, it looks like it has, but I'm trying to make sure that it has. Okay, so is everybody back with me? We all good, I hope. Sorry, guys, I have never had that happen before. That is, the broadcast software literally just popped up a message and said it has stopped working, and that was it. I looked over and it was frozen, and that message popped up, and there you go. So I had to completely close out and start it back. It didn't make me restart the whole computer, though, which is good, because if it makes you start from scratch, it takes about 10 minutes. But in that case, it just took us a couple, although obviously it interrupted our flow, so I'm sorry about that. And skip stuff, I'm absolutely going to recap. I always recap everything. And yeah, we sure will. Malachi Dupree is the last thing that came out before it crashed in terms of hits. And I think it was far enough out that I think it crashed after that came out. Dalvin Tomlinson rookie ticket for the Giants. At least that's how it looked on my side, because I actually watch it on two different devices. The device I'm using that has my broadcast software on it, as well as an iPad, so I can see what you see. This is Evan Ingram, is our red hollow foil rookie ticket for the New York Giants on card auto, and of course our nice little either SP or SSP out of our first off the line box there. And this is numbered as well, to 199, Corey Davis, Rookie of the Year contenders. So we have a couple of housekeeping things to do here before we recap our hits. One of them will be to award that 150 Panini Rewards points. One will be to go to the checklist on this Adoree Jackson. And then the third thing we will need to do is to award these cards. So we're actually going to start with these because they happen to be in my hand. So this little stack of round numbers, of course, you see they each have two different teams on them. I'm literally going to random.org and I'm going to type in the word left and the word right. We'll hit random 3 different times, but the first 2 are not going to count. So it is the third and final random that will tell us whether those cards go to the team on the left side of the card or the team on the right side of the card. And I always enter things either left to right or top to bottom, depending on how a card is oriented, so that is a uniform way that I do it. First one doesn't count, second doesn't count, third and final does. There's 3 times, there's our date and time stamp, and it has come up with the right-hand side of the card. So flipping through this little stack, that means we have Rams, Bears, Chargers, Steelers, Chargers, Bears, Cardinals, Niners, Broncos, Texans. So that has those taken care of. And actually, you know what? I need to put one in a sleeve and circle the right-hand side of the card so that I can remember that that's where that's going without having to go back and watch the video. Next, we will go to the checklist and take a look at this Adoree Jackson. I mean, I think we know he is going to be, of course, with the Titans, but we'll hop over here and also try and figure out where, what it's going to be numbered to, I mean. Get myself on the right page here. I've already forgotten what I said the card set was. Rookie ticket variation. Well, come on now. There. And this is card number 259. So no, that comes up, it says Robbie Anderson. So what did I do wrong? I've obviously done something wrong here. Would be the year, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're in 2017. How'd I get in 2016? Let's just try that one more time, shall we? All right. Now we should find, this time we should find Adoree Jackson down here at 259. There he is. So this is an open edition then, just an unnumbered card. But of course the variation, obviously a good thing. So that makes us happy anyway. We'll set that aside. Now we have this little 150 Panini Rewards points card that needs to be awarded by way of random. And I'm still just continuing to fiddle around with this because it's just still just not acting right tonight in general. Maybe it's the software having a hiccup. I don't know. We are first going to go here to the checklist or to the spreadsheet where I can then cut and paste all of our teams. We'll roll back over here to random. And this time, guys, we have 32 teams, so I don't see any need to do random multiple times. I'm going to drop them in here. We'll do a quick scroll through them so that you can see all 32 teams are present. And I will hit random one time, and whatever team comes up on the top will take home that 150 reward points. Comes up for the Dallas Cowboys. Now we can recap. Oh, Skip Stuff, you got 2 out of the 3 red holo hits. That's outstanding. Way to go, man. You had good luck tonight. Cowboys with our 150 points by way of random. Redemption for the Titans, Adoree Jackson with the rookie ticket variation. One of our red holos, Evan Ingram on card auto rookie ticket for the Giants. Another hit for the Giants rookie ticket, Dalvin Tomlinson. That one was a sticker auto. Rookie ticket for the Bills, Malachi Dupree, also a sticker auto. Red Jordan Matthews for the Buffalo Bills. That is our holo out of one of our first off the line. Rookie ticket, Ahkello Witherspoon sticker auto for the 49ers. Rookie ticket, Keelan Cole sticker auto for the Jags. Cooper Kupp, that is a nice one for the Rams in the red holo first off the line with the on-card auto. Another red holo first off the line, Allen Hurns season ticket for the Jags. Rookie of the Year contenders for the Jets, Jamal Adams to 49, sticker auto. Brad Kaya, rookie ticket sticker, Carolina Panthers. Our third and final red holo, this one is Dez Bryant, season ticket for the boys. I said our third and final. Well, that's our third and final that wasn't signed. This is our third and final red holo that is signed. This one is James Conner on card auto for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Playoff ticket, Stacy Coley to 99, sticker auto for the Vikes. On card auto draft class insert to 199, on card Marlon Mack. And finally, a playoff ticket numbered to 99 for the Lions, sticker auto, and Jamal Agnew. So that is it for contenders tonight, guys, and that's going to bring us into some Prizm basketball. And I'm sure some of you are getting ready to take off, and for those of you who are not hanging around for basketball, let me take a minute to say thank you. I appreciate you very much. I always appreciate you bidding with me and breaking with me, and you guys, when you come by and say hi, even when you're not in the breaks, which sometimes people do, I like that too. I like it when you come keep me company. So I have fun doing this, and I appreciate you being a part of it. So a quick look here. Once again, this is our shipping schedule. So contenders that we just finished will go out roughly Saturday. That's plus or minus a day. I'm hoping I can get it out to you Friday. That's normally when I would be able to get it out to you. As I mentioned, I am a little behind because of circumstances beyond my control, so that's why I listed Saturday to be on the safe side. Ditto with Prizm basketball that we are about to open. And quick little glance here at some upcoming breaks, because of course most of this is in the first part before our software crashed and we had to start a new live stream for part B. So yeah, we got to get all this back up and running. And then that brings us to our Prizm basketball break. This is 3 boxes of 2017-18 Panini Prizm basketball. This is break number 5. This is the last of the Prizm basketball that I have. This is a quarter of a case that was split with someone else, and actually a couple of someone else's. So I had the 2 full cases, which of course we've already opened in various breaks, and then these little guys hanging out here at the end are the last of the Prizm. So I don't know if our earlier gentleman has come back yet or not, who was unhappy that we had some other breaks before Prism, but I don't think I'm too far off. I think I suggested it would be about 45 minutes, and it's actually been probably closer to 55 minutes. And had our software not crashed, I think I wouldn't have been too far off on the amount of time. So hopefully he is back with us and everything is on track. So here in Prism, we should find 2 autographs per box. And of course, we'll find a number of refractors throughout as well. Panini refers to refractors as Prism. Topps calls them refractors. I will probably switch back and forth between the two throughout the night, just out of habit. So if you hear me say the word refractor, that's the same as Prism. Daniel Kelly, what are you telling me is not working? What you said it's not working. What's not working? Because the live stream is working on my side. I'm actually, as I said, I watch it in 2 different places. The place that I broadcast from that has the software on it. And then I also watch it from the iPad, which is the exact same version that you guys would see. So that way I can watch and monitor if something goes off, like tonight when it suddenly crashed, software crashed. So that's how I was able to catch that. So our base, we're just going to kind of move on through it, not spend a lot of time on it unless someone particularly wants to. And if you do want me to adjust the pace, just let me know. I'm happy to do that. This is an emergent insert. We're going to find a bunch of those as we go along. Unless they refract or something, I will just keep on going with those as well. Ilyasova for the Hawks. Of course, anytime you see that nice little rainbow of colors, you know that we have a refractor coming out. I'm going to take a moment to get some more sleeves out on the table as well, so we can go along at a decent little clip here. And here is Justin Jackson for the Kings. Don't know why Prism was so, well, I do know why. Panini didn't print very much of it, but it's unfortunate that they chose that particular one to do a short run on, because everybody loves Prism basketball, so I'm kind of bummed that there's not more of it out there to be had, at least not at a decent price. That was a Jeff Teague refractor. Of course, he's just veteran refractor. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Korkmaz? Something like that. For the Sixers, it's numbered to 199. A little rookie parallel there. And as before, if you did not hear me say it earlier, or maybe you weren't tuned in earlier, after we look at the cards, I do tend to make short stacks, as you see, and then they get picked up and moved off to the right-hand side. There are also mats all off on the right-hand side, so they still stay on a mat. I just don't like the work area to get really overcrowded with loose cards. I think they're in a safer environment over there off to the right, so that's why I do pick them up and move them after we look at them. Anthony Davis just went by. Man, did they not have quite a game between the two of them, AD and Boogie. Man. This is Dwight Powell for the Mavericks. So our first, it's a sticker auto, our first autograph hit out of this break tonight heads off to the Mavericks. Hassan Whiteside refractor for the Heat. Anunoby emergent insert that does refract for the Raptors. So yeah, that stat line for Boogie, my goodness, 44 points, 24 rebounds and 10 assists. Yeah, that was something. And then AD ends up with, in the same game, 30-something points. I don't remember if it was 35 or 39. And, of course, he fouled out in that first OT, so he didn't keep racking them up, but still. There's a nice little Lauri Markkanen for the Bulls. Sticker auto refractor for Chicago Bulls. Frank Mason refractor. Rookie for the Kings, or I'm sorry, silver prism. See, I told you I would forget and call half of them refractors. So silver prism in the Panini vernacular. There's Buddy Hield for the Kings. Get hyped insert on that one. I do not cough into my hands, by the way. If you guys ever hear me cough, I do cough periodically. I have allergies and all kinds of other fun stuff, and so I do occasionally have a little cough or a sneeze. It's never into my hands. It is always into the elbow, so please don't worry. It's not going to be on or near your cards. That Zach Collins for the Blazers was a prism, or was a refractor. Earl Watson for the Suns is a refractor for the coach. It's kind of cool that they put the coaches in here. Another Lauri Markkanen. That Emergent is not, of course, refracting. Little Yogi Ferrell. Sabonis for the Pacers, numbered to 199. So I am a little sad to see the last of Prism go, but, you know, tomorrow night we start with Contenders. So, Chronicles, sorry. Contenders on the brain because we opened that most recently. Dwayne Casey for the Raptors. Refractor. Coach hit for the Raptors. Luke Kennard for the Pistons /75. Rookie in the purple parallel. So Chronicles basketball, if you're not already familiar or you haven't heard me talking about it before, I think it's going to be a pretty cool release. I'm looking forward to it. This is Greg Monroe for the Bucks, and it's got a little bit of everything in it. Marcus Smart for the Celtics. So there is a Chronicles base set and a card design that is unique to Chronicles, designed specifically for that set. But in addition to that, we have all kinds of inserts that are series that are no longer freestanding series for basketball with Panini. Some Marcus Smart refractor for the Celtics. Moutier for the Nuggets /199. So, for instance, like we're not getting any freestanding gold standard basketball this year. So the only place to get a gold standard rookie card will be in Chronicles, and they'll have majestic rookie cards. And I'm trying to think what else. There's so many different ones in there. Momentum, I believe, Brilliance. There's a whole bunch of series that they used to make as freestanding releases in basketball that they don't have anymore, and they are all going to be found in Chronicles. This is numbered to 10, so we're kind of having a night of pulling coaches that refract, and this for the Wizards, little Scott Brooks /10, very low number gold parallel there. Pulling more coach refractors than we normally do. Alonzo Mourning, Fundamentals refractor for the Heat. And that has box 1 finished up. This is box 2 that we're in right now. Or, well, we're getting in. We're not in it yet. We're about to be, as soon as we can get all the cards out of the wrappers here. So I guess now Michael Jordan is, you know, there were the rumors floating. We talked about this a little bit the other night, that the Hornets were shopping Kemba Walker. And I was a little bit surprised that they were shopping Kemba. I mean, I know his stats are maybe not as high as people thought they would be when he first came into the league, but he's very productive still, and he's the face of that franchise, really, in my opinion. And at least as far as their active roster goes. So I was surprised to hear that they were shopping Kemba, but that was the scuttlebutt. And then Michael Jordan has since come out and said, well, we won't trade him for anybody but an all-star. So not really sure what's going on there with Kemba, but it sounds to me like they do want to trade him, and Michael Jordan's just trying to create a little more leverage by coming out and saying, hey, yeah, I've got to have an all-star to trade him. So, I don't know. Guess time will tell in the days ahead. So we're approaching that trade period. Not far off. Steven Adams for the Thunder. Terrence Ross for the Magic. I always look forward to the trades because there's always something that you're completely not expecting. There just always is. That's part of what makes it fun. The Magic with Wesley Iwundu sticker auto. So the Magic are on the board. Al Horford Fundamentals. That's just a base, though. It wasn't a refractor. Michael Carter Williams for the Hornets. Oh, boy. Celtics. You're happy. How about a little Jason Tatum coming out there in a nice parallel for you? I know you'd be happy if it were signed. I know you'd be happier if it were numbered 1 of 1 or numbered to 10 or something. Tatum parallels out of Prism. So I think that's solid for the Celtics. In fact, surprisingly, not as many of Jason Tatum or of Lonzo as I would have expected to find in Prism, or really in many of the series, but. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun in Chronicles. I'm looking forward to it, mainly because I opened a handful of cases. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, I don't remember exactly, of Chronicles in baseball, where they did the same thing. Of course, in baseball, it was a different series that they included than the series that we will have in basketball. But I was a fan. I thought it was a pretty cool concept, and it was nice to find all the different inserts in there from other series and things. So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun chase in basketball. It comes out tomorrow. We'll start busting it tomorrow night in the full case. We're going all in on it. 10-box case. A little Willie Cauley-Stein for the Kings. Prism. Ricky Rubio for the Jazz to 199. Caleb Swanigan for the Blazers. It's our second autograph hit in this box. That is a sticker auto, of course, rookie refractor for the Blazers. Oh, sorry. Embiid is a Prism refractor as well. A little Isaiah Thomas Get Hyped insert. So I guess the Wizards had some sort of a team meeting here in the last few days and basically have now come out and said, yeah, it didn't do any good. So Chris Paul for the Rockets to 75. And again, this is an instance where a player has been traded and you will see him in his old uniform. He's in a Clippers uniform. But of course it talks about gives the date he was traded and says down there traded to the Rockets. But the most important part, of course, is the Rockets team designation on the card itself will always indicate where a card is going to go. But I do like to point that out because sometimes you see, maybe you have the volume down or you're just kind of scrolling through and you see one go by, and Chris Paul was a Clipper forever. So you see Chris Paul, you see the uniform, and if you have the Clippers, you might be expecting that card to come your way. So I do try to take a moment and point that out in each break. This is to 49, Julius Randle for the Lakers. Poor Lakers are still trying to get it on track as well. Little Kevin Durant refractor, Prism for the Warriors. Cracked Ice, James Harden for the Rockets. That is numbered to 99. Lance Thomas for the Knicks. Kelly Olynyk for the Heat. I'm sure that most of you, if you're breaking Prism, you've most likely broken Prism before, so you know that these cards in general with this type of coating, whether it is Prism here or whether it's Chrome and Tops or Optic even, is another brand that does it. Any of them that have this kind of heavier coating on them, they have a tendency to kind of curve up, bow up in the middle once you take them out of the pack and they come out of the compression of the pack. Nice little Devin Booker Fundamentals refractor for the Suns. There's Alonzo, just base rookie. These are not as bad as some that I have seen, but definitely they are having a tendency to kind of bow up a little bit after we look at them. This is for the Heat, the coach, Spolstra. Steph Curry for the Warriors to 199. So I do like to kind of make everybody aware of that, so when you get it, you know what's going on with it. And most people do already know it because it's, if you've been breaking Prism for very many years, you know how bad it used to be. Gosh, that first year it came out, first couple years it came out, oh, it's crazy. Practically have a, I mean, this is like a mountain almost by the time you got that card out of the pack. You almost had to put everything into a top loader to keep it straight, even the base cards. But anyway, it's obviously not nearly as bad as it was in some of those early years, but it does still happen, so. So what are we, about a month away from the All-Star break? No, we can't be that far away. How far are we from the All-Star break? It can't be that far. Can't be a month. But we're coming up on it anyway, within the next few weeks, I think. Another coach. I told you we are hitting so many coaches tonight. This is unusual. This is Thibodeau for the T-Wolves. I mean, you hit some every box, always. It just seems like we're hitting a lot more refractors for coaches tonight than out of the typical box. Larry Nance Jr. for the Lakers. Gallinari for the Clippers. Nurkic for the Blazers to 199. Oh, it's 3 weeks to the All-Star break. Okay, so it is almost a month then, but after I said a month, I'm like, no, that can't be right. That seems like it's way too long. So yeah, it's because it is too long. So 3 weeks. All right. I guess all things considered, doing all right that we've only had Jason Kidd fired up to this point. Chicago Bulls, Denzel Valentine, Prism. Jeff Teague to 199 for the Wolves. Another Lonzo, just base rookie that went by. We have a hit for the Milwaukee Bucks with Sterling Brown, rookie refractor sticker auto. Courtney Lee refractor. Oh, that's nice. A little Kyle Kuzma emergent refractor for the Lakers. Kuzma's a good hit these days. Actually, Kuzma's been a good hit really since the start of the season, but Dirk Nowitzki get hyped insert. Kyrie fundamentals refractor for the Celtics. So we already looked at Kemba Walker, didn't we? I think, yeah, we did. So I did learn was it last night? I guess it was last night. That we had, the Bucks had purple jerseys at some point. I didn't remember that. I did not remember the Bucks ever having purple jerseys. So I learned something new. Harry Giles for the Kings, sticker auto. And of course, we will recap our hits at the end of the break. Willie Hernangomez, whatever, to 49 for the Knicks. Some of those names I'm just always going to struggle with, and there's no way around it. It's just how it's going to roll. Actually, tell you what, let's set out our numbered cards at least. I had just been stacking kind of all of this over here together, but then I've decided I guess we probably should recap what's numbered anyway. I don't normally do that necessarily, but since we're only doing 3 boxes tonight, there won't be as many. So I think we can safely do it. So just getting those separated there. Scott says basketball and hockey names are always fun to pronounce. I just am awful with name pronunciation. I really am. You guys know this because Scott, you break with me up quite a bit, so you know how bad I am at it. And people will be nice enough in chat. They'll come in and spell it for me phonetically. It's, you know, it's whatever, whatever, whatever. And I might retain it for 2 minutes. Half the time I see it phonetically, I still say it wrong. I mean, it's just, I don't know what my problem is. I have some kind of an issue with name pronunciation. I would definitely not be able to be a sports announcer. That is to 99, Paul Gasol for the Spurs with the cracked ice. Parallel there. And most people, I think, probably can just look at it and determine even a close approximation, but half the time, I'm just so far off, it's not even realistic. It's some kind of a mental block. I don't know. Jahlil Okafor for the 76ers. Maybe it is because I marked Gasol for the Grizzlies. Maybe it's because I grew up in a relatively small town and we didn't have a lot of names that were hard to pronounce. It was all pretty basic names, and so maybe I just didn't get the right exposure as a child. I don't know. One of those things. Little Bam Adebayo for the Heat. TJ Warren for the Suns. Looks like might be Enes Kanter coming up, is it? Yeah, Enes Kanter for the Thunder. Well, might help to get the sleeve open so we could actually put the card in it. You have to open it first, then the card goes in. 3 packs left in Prism. David West for the Warriors. Denzel Valentine for the Bulls. Boogie, Fundamentals insert. Hassan Whiteside, Get Hyped insert. Miles Turner, Fundamentals Refractor for the Pacers. Steph Curry Fundamentals, Kemba Walker Refractor. JJ for the Mavericks, numbered to 75. Got into a little scuffle last night with John Wall of the Wizards, and I guess they had some kind of exchange of words on the court. And then after the game, in the post-game interview, John Wall said something about that he wasn't upset with him because he was just a little midget trying to be angry or something like that. I mean, it was just some really insulting whatever that he said. So, yeah, now all the Mavericks hate John Wall. But anyway. Anyhow, that is how it goes. Well, Technologist55, I'm sorry that you haven't enjoyed the break. Certainly, if you would like to send me a message on eBay, we'll make sure that that we get you taken care of. So, of course, there is a volume button, which you're welcome to turn down or mute since you're not enjoying the break and you obviously didn't enjoy your hits and apparently are having a bad day, and I'm sorry that you are. But to answer your question, no, it is my break. So I do talk, and again, unfortunate that you've decided to take out your frustration this evening, but that's how it goes some days. So this is just recapping, of course, our numbered hits. We'll recap the signature hits as soon as we take a look at the numbered. Jason Tatum isn't numbered, but we're going to flip it over and take another look at him anyway, because that is a nice little hit for the Celtics. And then there's Harry Giles for the Kings, along with Sterling Brown for the Bucks, Caleb Swanigan for the Blazers, Wesley Iwundu for the Magic, Lauri Markkanen for the Bulls, and Dwight Powell for the Mavericks. So that actually has Prism all locked and loaded for tonight. That's our last break of the evening. So once again, I'll throw up here, just in case someone missed it earlier, this gives you a quick look at when you can expect your cards to ship. And in this case with Prism Basketball, I'm anticipating they will go out Saturday. As always, if I can get it out to you sooner, I will. But Saturday is kind of the target date for that. And this will give you a look at what we have in the days ahead. And then that is it for tonight. So I appreciate you guys. I thank you for breaking with me and for chatting with me. And once again, Technologist55, I'm sorry that you've had a bad day. I'm sorry that you didn't enjoy the break. And apparently, I guess you didn't pull any cards that you wanted. And I wish you'd had a better experience, but you can't please everyone. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you. We'll see you again the next time. And Scott, yes, maybe we'll do better for you tomorrow night with Chronicles. Bye-bye.